On the eve of one Christmas that we sure won't forget, a full moon shone brightly and cast light on a threat. For people all over, across the globe span, were asleep in their beds except for one man. No, this man had his neighbor tie him up tight, left him bound to a chair, and turned out the light. No use of his arms, and his legs were quite tied, to ensure that on this full moon no one would die. He was safe, he was sure there was no one to harm, but a sound on the roof set off a mental alarm, for the man of the myth, as the stories do tell, turned out to be real, and down the chimney he fell. He tried to break free, but too late. Oh no, there came a soft landing, and a great ho ho ho. The man in the suit with the curly white beard hadn't the slightest idea this house should be feared. The man in the chair tried hard to inform, but too late. Oh no, he began to transform. With his razor-sharp claws and his needle-like fur, he broke free from his chair and let out a low grr. The man in the suit had started to run, but not before the werewolf had his bit of fun. He bit Santa right there on the back of his thigh, and while back on his sleigh he bid the werewolf goodbye. Good riddance, you naughty old man. I must return to the pole. I must leave while I can. But the moonlight caught Santa dead in his tracks, and thus began making the most gruesome attacks. For Santa now flew, hungry for flesh, and thirsty for blood, so juicy and fresh. So you'd better watch out, and you'd better not cry. You can't let Santa hear you, there's no need to say why. But it doesn't matter, you were doomed from the start. This Santa isn't jolly with a great loving heart, for he sees when you're sleeping, and he knows when you wake. Good or bad doesn't matter, he just wants a nice big human steak. So, who was the first victim to have teeth gnaw at her bones? Why, it's old Miss McGonner, that silly old crone, with her nice little grandkid asleep in his bed. But too late! Oh no. There goes McGonner's head. Who's next on this list? Who else shall be afraid? Why, it's little Billy Joel, who is in the 3rd grade, and we'll show Dolly who's jolly when she lives without hands. Oh, what fun tonight is! Where else shall we land? Next is Mr. Little, who sleeps in his bed. Oh, look at that ring! He is 6 months wed. Mrs. is carrying child, but Santa has no heart. After all, unborn little Ronald was the best tasting part. Eat Mia, eat Vincent, eat Claire and Annette, maim Carol, kill Jonesy and their puppies, you bet. For no one is safe from the wolf in the sleigh, from Santa's greedy claws and the blood that they spray. Miss Teacher and Butcher, the doctor and son, the mayor, the lawyer, but he still wasn't done. The organs, the entrails, the bones that he licks. This is proving to be a tasty night for good old Saint Nick. But all good nights end, and this night was the best. But the feast was now over. The moon fell in the west. Poor Santa awoke, dazed and confused. He tried to remember, but his brain simply refused. Last night was a blur. How great it must have been to bring the spirit of Christmas to these children again. But now I'll go home and prepare for next year, for that is my job, to spread Christmas cheer. And with that he set off for the pole in the north, no questioning or thinking of the troubles he set forth. No, the flying reindeer flew from the ever-rising light, and Santa screamed, "Merry Christmas to all!" And to all, a good night.